like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose, make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. It's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They go play action here on first down. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Powers through it. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The Niners at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when they lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They give to White on the option.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go play action now. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown 49ers. From 13 yards out. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And on that one with with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a first down on that last catch. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And able to get this to the 31. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have in that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. Touchdown, Panthers. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, here's White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Read option, this is White. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Javon Kinlaw in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. On third down, Jackson.
On the left side, a catch by White. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dallas Goedert, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And
nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina.
Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 75. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder,
oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the numbers here don't lie. According to the next-gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last. Stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2nd and 3. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
This will be caught at the 2.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
It's a quarterback sneak. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They go play action with Jackson. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll set up a throw. Try to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
So it's a win for the Niners here, and it was just too much for Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, if this was a hockey game, he'd be the #1 star of the night without a doubt. He finished with 4 touchdown passes and just seemed to get stronger and stronger as the night went on.
so for the Niners, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? Everything want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.